Hey YouTube, how you doing? Um, Finally looks like Miss Rashida Strober unblocked me on the YouTube after she did her video and her live feed on Eddie Barrios is slandering and lying on Rashida Strober. So basically, in this whole video, she's basically making a fool out of herself again, cursing and motherfucker this and motherfucker and calling me a bitch. She hit me up with the word bitch like 100 times. She's just making herself look like a fool, even worse. And she's posting what she always does. She can't really prove anything, so she posts an essay or something that she did when she was in school. So now she's saying, now she's not, she calls everybody a thief for using other people's content, which she thinks is hers, but she got it from other people. So now she's calling it citing. She's calling it citing. So she says that citing is a way that other authors and stuff use with each other. She called it citing. So basically, this is what she says. She says she cites. CITE. Citing. So, a citation is the way you tell your readers that certain materials in your work came from another source. It also gives your readers the information necessary to find that source again. Information about the author, the title of the work, the name and location of the company that published your copy of the source, the date your copy was published, and the page numbers of materials you're bartering. Giving credit to the original author by citing source is the only way to use other people's work without plagiarizing. But there are a number of other reasons to cite sources. Citations are extremely helpful to anyone who wants to find out more about your ideas and where they came from. Not all sources are good or right. Your own ideas may often be, hold up. So, basically, proper citation will keep you from taking the rap for someone else's bad ideas. Citing sources shows the amount of research you've done. Citing sources strengthens your work by lending outside support to your ideas. Does citing makes my work seem less original? Not at all. On the contrary, citing sources actually helps your readers distinguish your ideas from those of your sources. This will actually emphasize the originality of your own work. When do you need to cite? Whenever you borrow words or ideas, you need to acknowledge the source. The following situations almost always require citation. Whenever you use quotes, whenever you use phrases, whenever you use an idea that someone else had already expressed. Understand, whenever you use an idea that someone else has already expressed, whenever you make specific references to the work of another, whenever someone else's work has been critical in developing your own ideas. Miss Rashida Strober, this is nothing that you do. So you make this big video because I outed you when you said you use other authors' work. You guys often share. So again, a citation is the way you tell your readers that certain materials in your work came from another source. It also gives you readers the information necessary to find that source. Miss Rashida doesn't do this. The only thing Rashida does is say, it's me, me, me. I'm the only one since 1998. I'm the first in the world. When has anybody ever heard Rashida credit anybody with anything? She just doesn't do it. She just doesn't do it. Whenever you use an idea that someone else has already expressed, and you call it citing, but you do not say where the work came from, and obviously most of your work, Rashida, almost all of your work comes from other sources and other people. Whenever you use an idea that someone else has already expressed, and you never make specific references to the work of another, and you call everybody else a thief. So what? You borrow and they steal? You borrow people's work and everybody else steals. So it's very hypocritical of you that now all of a sudden, now you're saying, well, we cite. We do citing. It's citing. It's the way to develop. Bunch of babble, cursing. This is something you do. Like I said, delusions of grandeur and narcissistic personality. When you're caught out there, especially on your own words, people that have those conditions go in attack mode. And you just made another video of you babbling on, cursing, making yourself look like a fool. And this is what you do every time you're outed by somebody. You attack them. And, good try on the citation, topic. But you don't do citation. You do straight out plagiarism. And that's just what it is. I know you don't like to hear it because delusional people don't like the truth because they really want to believe it's me. But all your content, which was heard before a million times before, I don't ever see you giving credit to anybody. And you're obviously using work that has been used before without giving credit to the originators. Because you're calling yourself the originator. I'm the originator. I started this in 98. Even though, like I said before, there's nowhere of you in 98. So you know what? You sit on that one for a while. People know. You can curse me all you want in your videos. You just make yourself look bad. I'm not in here calling you, all kinds of names. I think I made a reference and called you a crazy bitch one time, but I didn't mean it that way, like you're a bitch. It's just an expression, But motherfucker, bitch. Oh my God, babe, that mouth. But there's the definition of citing and the difference between citing and plagiarism. You're not citing because you give acknowledgement to nobody. You say it was all you. Nobody did it before you. You actually say that. Before me, no one has done this. That's not citing. That's basically stealing. Plagiarism. Eddie Barrios for the Bronx.